Fight man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
All right, man, let's talk about Triple G says this is last fight of the DAZN deal. Let's talk about it real quick. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. So, yeah, Triple G said this it for him for the DAZN. Don't mean that the DAZN won't bring him back. You know, that might not be the case. If he lose, probably more than likely not. But you got to remember too. You got to remember too. I'm gonna ask niggas with the police. You got to remember as well too that that he still hold the belt. He held, I think, Gennady got the WBO, Charlo got the WBC. I think he owns the Super WBA and IBF still. So he still owns 2 titles. So he's still valuable to top rank, and he's still valuable to PBC. Right now, he got to fight Lara next anyway, if he want to retain, I think, the WBA title. All right, super thirsty after this workout. But yeah. But check out the Box News playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel now. Will he fight Lara? I don't understand why not. I heard Lara looking pretty old. I think they really say like 46, 45, 44 years old. Somewhere in there. So I don't see why not. It could be the Senior Citizen Bowl. Unless Gennady Golovkin can get an exception for a while, or get an extension if he suffer any type of injuries. But he need to the older you get, the more active you or more consistent you need to fight. So, I mean, he best get back in the ring with Lara. I mean, if Lara somehow do win or end up with that belt, then him and Danny Garcia probably gonna fight for a catchweight Lara in the near future. If Golovkin end up beating Lara for that belt, Danny Garcia won't knock on that door unless Golovkin looks extremely vulnerable against Arislani Lara. Okay, but obviously, if he beat Canelo and get all the belts, I'm pretty sure the DAZN gonna do everything in their power to keep him, because he owns half the middleweight division and he owns the super middleweight division. Okay, but you know, honestly, if he gonna just do what he did on his original DAZN contract and fight nobodies, and they forced him to fight Derevchenko after Canelo ducked Derevchenko, they forced Triple G to fight him to keep the IBF with the DAZN. That's why they paid Derevchenko $5 million so they can bring him over to the DAZN and rob his ass. So Golovkin still holds his boxing street value is still high. Win, lose, or draw, he still holds half the middleweight division. And I think Jamal Charlo will still like that fight. I think Gennady, they usually don't really fight each other. Them Eastern European fight. The only ones that consistently fight each other is the British. When you talking about Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Ukraine, Lithuania, they really don't believe in like fighting each other unless they have to. And then we see kind of when they do fight each other, it's really explosive, and it's really a dog fucking fight. You know, look at Triple G and Derevchenko. They know all each other tricks and trades, like second nature. They all then pretty much cross paths somewhere in the amateurs or the pro-am. So that's what kind of make it really interesting. But Golovkin still got street value. Of course, 40 he lose, he'd be 41 next year. He probably get a fight in before next year, before he turns 41. He still hold a lot of clout. PBC will pay up to get him over there to fight Lara Maul. And this is why they don't put Maul and Lara, Maul and Charlo, Maul and Benavidez, Maul and Plant in the ring with each other. They know if they can't get Canelo, they can build Maul off Golovkin. They put the money up for Golovkin, or they put the money up for Lara and Golovkin. You know, they're going to put the money up for Golovkin. So Golovkin to be wanted. Bob Beer will pay to have Golovkin. I don't know how fruitful him and, Gennady is, but that's pretty much what Bob Beer got there. So I think he got more value to PBC unless he chasing the Canelo Trilogy. That's it. Unless he chasing the Canelo Trilogy. I'm a Canelo 4 fight. My bad. It is on the Trilogy. You know, you think about the DAZN, who they really got. I mean, he not going to fight Beeble. You know, Kovalev, he fighting on Triller. He long gone. You know, at one point, I don't know, I think it was true, but I was going to call it a rumor. He dropped Kovalev with a body shot when Kovalev trained with Abel Sanchez. And at one point, he said he'd fight anybody from 54 to 54 to 175 pounds. Then they say 54 to 168 pounds. Then, you know, I speak no English. Andre Ward, English was not good to Andre Ward, you know, all that type of crap. So, well, yeah, I mean, for him, the money line, either the zone keeping him to keep half the middleweight division, the zone keeping him because he beat Canelo Alvarez. I mean, bro, why are you stopping at a fucking yellow light, bro? Man, I swear, man. Detroit, bro. We run through green. Well, I ain't even in Detroit, but they Michigan run through green lights. Run through red lights and stop at green lights. Fucking retards. But I mean, so he very valuable to PBC, especially if Canelo not gonna pay ball. So if Eddie Hearn was smart, he was trying to get Benavidez and Charlo to the zone to fight Canelo. Now, you know, they give up Golovkin. Golovkin gonna get all types of PBC love if he cross the street. Now, that's if Golovkin wants the tough fights. Now, I don't think nobody gonna continue to pay Golovkin for those subpar fights, but I could be wrong. PBC might let him get a few tune-ups before he get in there with Maul. But Maul, 32 years old, he ain't getting no younger neither. And outside of J-Rock, he don't have a marquee fight. Maybe Derevchenko, but that really ain't shit. So, I mean, Golovkin gonna be in demand. Win, lose, or draw with Canelo Alvarez in the Trilogy. So, I mean, I just don't see him winning. I think it's damn near impossible. Golovkin being 40, I mean, what do you profit off of that? It's hard enough to drag him in the ring to fight anybody not named Canelo. I mean, I'm pretty sure they lost a ton of money on Golovkin. You know? I mean, obviously they probably didn't on the last fight because the Japanese promoter put the majority of the money up, if not all the money. And they probably just, you know, bought the broadcasting rights off the zone. So, other than that, he ain't been doing shit but waiting for a Canelo fight. And you can make a case that Canelo really ain't doing shit. He fought Danny Jacobs, he fought Rocky Fielding, he fought Callum Smith, he fought Beaver, was a good fighter. Danny Jacobs, solid fighter, but, you know, Ivan Uterman, you know, Caleb Plant, that's a solid name. He's been doing more than Golovkin. So, but yeah, Golovkin gonna be in demand. PBC already threw an offer him and Munguia. Munguia chose to stay with, Zafner and Golden Boy in the zone. And Golovkin chose to go over there with the zone, which was a no-brainer, even though I think they restructured his contract and gave him more equity in the company. Yeah, I should have did what she just did. Should have made that left. Oh, shit, I can't still can I? Yeah, he should have just got more equity in the company. That's pretty much what he should have just did. He got the equity. I mean, he got the equity and he got some cash. So, but equity really ain't shit if the company ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a double-edged sword. And I do agree with Deontay Wilder. The only way for athletes to retain their money and grow their money, and for the ordinary people, is to invest. He is right about that. We got to learn to invest. Now, it's some things and investments that's more sure things than others. Like SP500s, it's very consistent. You know what I'm saying? It's the safest thing you do. I mean, a lot of people believe in a diverse portfolio. You got other people that don't believe in having too much of a diverse portfolio. So, some people invest in only things that they use every day. Some people that don't believe in diverse portfolios, they believe in trying to find the next big company that can help them retire. One dude, he found he invested in Netflix real early, Apple real early, and it was another company. It was three that helped him retire, and helped basically his kids retire. But like I said before, Golovkin and K2, whatever it is, K2 is it, promotions, very smart. But yeah, he got a lot of value still. And all is asked is what's left in it. It don't matter if there's nothing left in the tank, if it's a lot left in the tank, if it's middle left in the tank, it's just a little bit left in the tank. It don't matter. He gonna be able to cash out on some more, or cash in on some more fights. He looked bad versus Canelo, and he still holds 2 belts, and he can say, well, even if I drop the WBA, keep the IBF, or whatever, maybe keep both, y'all still need me. So I want 2 tune-ups before I take on Lara. Or I want to take on Lara, and I want to be guaranteed a $10 million fight after Lara. So he's still going to negotiate because he's a grandfather there named in the box community. So he pretty much still going to have the juice. So, I mean, people going to want to make a name off of Golovkin. Like I said before, if he still got, what he got left that he had against Murata, you know what I'm saying, and Derevyanchenko, if he at least got that left in the tank, he gonna be a tough out for them dudes. Because he got experience, he technical, he not somebody that's based on just athleticism, and he got power, dude. He got power and he got a really good jab, so I mean, he gonna be able to compete. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that Charlo and Lara beat him. Depending on his performance, he may be favored. But they are different. They pose different threats than Canelo Alvarez. Even though Lara older, he can punch, and he's a different type of fighter. He's cute, but he probably ain't seen nobody like Lara since Kassim Uma. Kassim Uma was old. He was beating the dog walking shit out of Golovkin for a while. So, and Jamal Charlo just young, athletic. When he press, he can do some really good things. When he force, he can do some really good things. When he challenged with a good opponent. The better the opponent, the higher he raises his level of a fighter. And then you can't rule out him staying at 68, fighting Caleb Plant. I would probably favor him to fight. I'd probably favor him to beat Caleb Plant. We already know what like teenage David Benavidez did to him in the gym. His own coach said Abel Sanchez, Ben Dub Benavidez is the next. But I will have a small vested interest in Gennady Golovkin because Jonathan Banks from Detroit, man. So that might be my small vested interest in Golovkin. But if I talk about my fandom in this fight, I don't know, man. Canelo's cool. I don't really have much against Canelo at this point. But if I had to say straight fan, I'd kind of be pulling for Golovkin because of Jonathan Banks and the underdog. But I do think Canelo won the previous 2 fights. I won't be mad if Canelo won. It made me no difference. But just because Jonathan Banks training to Golovkin and the underdog, I'm going to roll with. I'm just my fandom. But y'all know I'm picking Canelo. I forgot what I said. Was it a unanimous decision? I don't know what I said. It's Thursday, almost Friday, so when I'm recording this. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Get all notifications, increase your chance to get notification. We go live and drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $, CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Appreciate the love and support. Hit the link tree, thumbs up the video, share the video. Peace.